Good morning, everybody. It's the 20th of December. Happy birthday to my niece, Tabitha. Now, we do have a lot to get through today, so let's get started. We're just jumping over to the other side of the border in far north Thailand. Nation Thailand reporting Takilek police kill 6 in gunfight to rescue Chinese businessman. Now, reports a little bit thin on the ground here. I get the impression that it might be Thai police doing this rescue, even though Takilek is technically in Myanmar. And police officers in Takilek, a town on the Myanmar side of the border with Chiang Rai province, rescued a Chinese businessman after a gunfight with his abductors on Wednesday. All 6 kidnappers were shot and killed in a standoff with police officers. And there was a Chinese businessman, Yu Yan Chan, who's 78, who'd been abducted on the early morning of December the 13th from a local branch of a local bank. And the report says that police said 2 of the killed suspects were Takilek locals. Officers said the victim was unharmed but had not been fed for several days while he was locked in the house. Police also found a .38 pistol, an M16 assault rifle, 21 bullets and 65,000 tablets of unidentified drugs in the house. Well, Takilek, right in the middle of the Golden Triangle. It's sort of the business end. A lot of operations run from there. A pretty lawless part of the world. The Burmese junta all the way back in Naypyidaw got other things to worry about at the moment besides a few border gangs running their drug cartels. A pretty dangerous place in the world, but a lot of Thais do work just over the border in Takilek. And the article finishes by saying crimes in the border town have been increasingly rampant in the past years. And when I say right on the border, Takilek right there on the river which borders Thailand and Myanmar. A wider look, Takilek up the top there, and down the bottom of the map we've got Chiang Rai, just a short drive up to the border, and that's Takilek town. And just getting out my crystal ball for 2025, guarantee we'll be hearing more about this and other border towns next year. Now, tomorrow being Saturday, we'll have our usual Saturday morning program. I do have a topic lined up, so we'll preview that perhaps over the next 24 hours and get a few questions and comments to kick off with. But that'll be between 9 and 10 a.m. Thai time, probably doing it out the front in the bright sunshine here if it's a nice day. So I look forward to you joining us then. Okay, heading down to southern Thailand, well, heading in that direction to Phuket. And reported in thephuket.news.com, Russian in hospital after beating by Bangla security guards. Bangla referring to that infamous soy, Bangla Road in Patong. And a Russian man remains in hospital after being heavily beaten by security guards for his drunken behaviour at a venue on Bangla Road last night. Well, this is Wednesday night. The victim there not looking very happy, not really sure why they allow that photo to be taken. That's at Patong Hospital. And the incident occurred at Oscar Bar in Soy Bangla. I've got some video footage from a couple of years ago of Oscar Bar. Officers were called to the scene about 11:50 on Wednesday night. According to initial reports, a 31-year-old Russian, Evgeny Kozlov, was heavily intoxicated and began dancing on the stage at the bar. Well, we can't have that, so 3 Thai security guards intervened and removed him from the stage. But the situation escalated when Mr. Kozlov reportedly approached other patrons. Security guards attempted to escort him out of the bar, but a struggle ensued. Mr. Kozlov suffered serious injuries in the beating. The security guards showed police the damage to them, a torn shirt and bruised knuckles. All parties were transported to Patong Hospital. Mr. Kozlov for his serious injuries and the security guards for medical confirmation of any injuries they may have suffered. We do wish Mr. Kozlov the best, recovering from his injuries, and of course those poor Thai security guards as they recover from their bruised knuckles. Okay, some more scam news. And this story covered in thepatianews.com. Thai police uncover massive 800 million baht investment scheme. And Thai police and immigration officers have arrested 2 suspects, a Malaysian man and his Thai wife, accused of defrauding over 50 victims in a fake investment scheme, causing losses exceeding 800 million baht. And the Malaysian suspect, a 38-year-old Mr. Lim Chin, was apprehended. Now, I don't know if it's Sadao or Sadao, but it's an immigration point on the border in Songkhla for allegedly money laundering. His wife was also later detained on the same charge. Well, she's blurred out in the photo. The man in black is one of the immigration police. The duo reportedly spearheaded a complex operation involving fake stock investment applications, luring victims with promises of high returns. Initially, investors were allowed to withdraw small profits to build trust, but as investments increased, withdrawals were blocked under the pretense of unpaid fees and taxes. Classic Ponzi scheme. Investigations revealed the app was unlicensed and the syndicate laundered money through multiple bank accounts before converting funds into cryptocurrency. But it gets more complicated. Thai authorities also launched Operation Ghost Company to investigate over 200 shell companies suspected of aiding the syndicate's money laundering activities. And they uncovered ties to call centre scams, online gambling and other illicit ventures across Southeast Asia. And they got warrants issued for more than 50 more individuals. Well, police onto that particular scam, but be assured there's a lot more to ferret out. As we go to the Bangkok Post and a bit of economic news. Minister says low inflation, strong baht hinder growth. And in this report they say inflation remains too low and the baht is excessively strong, which is not conducive to economic expansion, according to Thailand's finance minister. But in another story on the Bangkok Post it says baht to weaken next year amid US tariffs. And the story says the baht is expected to depreciate and finish at 34.5 baht to the US dollar by year end, before sliding to 35.5 baht to the US dollar in 2025. And down the bottom there, the Bank of Thailand's Monetary Policy Committee kept its policy rates unchanged at 2.25% on Wednesday. The Thai currency has weakened 1.2% against the US dollar this year. The Chinese yuan and the Japanese yen have depreciated 2.7% and 9.3% respectively against the US dollar. And the South Korean won lost the most at 33% against the US dollar, while the Malaysian ringgit was the only Asian currency that gained against the greenback, rising 2%. And just checking the chart, this shows a graph over the last year, pretty much right in the middle there as we end 2024. As of today, we've got 34.6, nearly 63 Thai baht to the US dollar. And if we check the last 10 years, this is a chart again. Currently, we're sort of pretty much in the middle of where we've been with the Thai baht against the US dollar over the last 10 years. And if you want to check your currency against the Thai baht, just go to xe.com. That's the graphs that we use here. All right, let's talk about the automotive industry and maybe a merger in the pipeline. Nation Thailand reporting Nissan-Honda merger will benefit Thai auto industry, according to the Federation of Thai Industries. And they say they're optimistic about the potential impact on Thailand's automotive industry from a proposed merger of Nissan and Honda. And the vice chairman and spokesperson for the FTI said the two Japanese automakers were considering a merger to enhance their competitiveness in the global electric vehicle market. He said both Nissan and Honda have significant operations in Thailand, including manufacturing facilities and research and development centres. A potential merger could lead to increased investment, job creation and technological advancements in the country. And he also noted the combined entity could potentially challenge Toyota's dominance in the global automotive market, particularly in the electrical vehicle segment. But he emphasised that it's too early to speculate on the exact implications for Thailand's automotive industry. Well, a lot of changes in the past 2 or 3 years in the world automotive industry. A merger between Honda and Nissan would be a very big merger indeed. A lot of other mergers are on the cards. A lot have already happened. New brands appearing pretty much every couple of months. So brace yourself. I think we've got a lot more changes ahead in the world automotive industry. Okay, back to Phuket for this final story. And Austrian tourist arrested in fatal jet ski incident at a Phuket beach. And some CCTV footage there at Karon beach in Phuket reveals that a speeding jet ski struck a Russian tourist. And police have arrested a 25-year-old Austrian man identified only as David in connection with a fatal jet ski collision that claimed the life of a Russian tourist at Karon beach. Happened on December the 17th, and the victim was a 58-year-old called Kirill. Initially thought to be a drowning, witness accounts and CCTV footage revealed that a speeding jet ski struck the victim before fleeing the scene. It looks like they eventually caught up with the Austrian man on Koh Phi Phi. The caption there, officers escort the Austrian suspect from Phi Phi Island in Krabi province to the Karon police station in Phuket. So quite a lot happening in the news today. Hopefully you're a bit more up to date with things happening around Thailand. Please, if you can, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. We've got our live program. Anybody can join in. There's no cost or anything. And that will be on between 9 and 10 tomorrow. I seem to be in a bit of a rush today, but we do look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning.